A great matchup of two teams, a great atmosphere. It's time for football. We're here today for our third broadcast of the season. Both of these teams ready to add a victory to their record as the Browns square off against the Raiders. They're lined up for the kickoff, so let's get this game started. Graham is just about ready to kick this one away.
Welcome back to return.
This one is handled by Welker. Welker is able to get it to the 19-yard line. In today's game, a matchup of two of the premier running backs in the National Football League, John.
Two of the better run-blocking offensive line. You can't run without those big guys clearing out some space. I'm expecting the blocking up front to be a key to this victory.
A little misdirection. Greenwood comes up to make the play at the 20-yard line.
Here's a no-huddle. It's a good way to keep the defense off balance.
With the throw. Jumping and has it. Lee Evans nails his quarterback out with a spectacular catch.
Yep, that was an unbelievable catch. That took the ability to block out the entire field and focus on bringing him in.
It appeared he did a great job of keeping his balance along the sidelines.
Yeah, and the only question is, did he step out? That's what I think they're looking for in the booth.
The player was out of bounds when he caught the ball. Incomplete pass.
So he takes advantage of the option to challenge the play, and it pays off.
You bet. They just went from a bad play to a good one. And that does a lot for your team. Now let's see if they can take advantage of it.
On the 20-yard line.
The Raiders line up in the bunch formation.
153, two guys for him. One of us will make a play. This side. Play hard and fast, baby.
They'll bring the blitz. Gets the pass off. He hits his receiver. Green takes him down before he can get the first.
Watch this here. He gets his helmet right under his chin, and wham, he takes him straight to the turf.
The 28. Ball on their own 32.
On the 32-yard line. On the 10. Keep the throttle down.
The Raiders come out in a nickel package. Reed is there for the tackle at the 37-yard line.
Running the ball consistently is the first step in creating a balanced attack.
So that play goes for about 6.
Second and 4. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Here we go, baby.
The Raiders with a 4-man front. They give it to the halfback. Harper is there on the stop at the 43. Solid yardage on that run.
You know, people say you got to run the ball, you got to control the clock, but the key thing is you have to run the ball successfully. You have to establish a threat that you're going to make the defense respect.
Not today. Here we come.
It's the toss to the left. Running with a lot of room in front. We're going to spot this one at the 45.
This is a great block. Watch here. He just barrels into the defender, taking him right off the turf. Now that is a textbook block right there.
Let's go. Be physical. I can do it, baby. Let's go. All right, here we go. Set. Don't stop that motor.
Here comes the blitz. And this pass is completed. The Raiders pick up the fumble. What a great strip.
By the defense.
I thought he might challenge this one, but sure enough, it'll be reviewed.
The call in the field is questionable. They might decide that they made an incorrect call and reverse it.
The coach is hoping they get it right here because that could be a big lift to the team.
What the official will be looking for here is to see if the knee is down. It's tough to say with that replay. This one won't be easy.
No fumble occurred.
And that challenge was a good decision as the call is overturned.
Well, sometimes the official sees what you see, and sometimes he sees something else. But this time, everyone could see the call had to be changed.
38-yard line.
The Browns come out in the bunch formation. Tosses it out to the left. Reed takes him down at the 37-yard line.
Right now, they need to keep going at the defense with a run. Sooner or later, they'll be able to break one for a big gain.
Third down play, they have to get it to the 35-yard line for a new first. The Raiders with a four-man front. Hand it off. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. They're sort of in field goal range, but it would have to be a long one. Graham will come in now to punt it away. Welker back to return. Won't take a chance trying to return this one.
First and 10. Ball on the 2-yard line.
Hey, watch the screen. Check it.
Tomlinson in the backfield. Gonzalez moves in motion.
There we go. We're talking about
Hand it off to the back. Barry comes up to make the play.
On the carry.
You know what this does? It keeps one defense on the field, and it doesn't let them get the right personnel in there sometimes.
Gonzalez, the man in motion.
Here we go, baby. Stay posted up.
The blitz is on. Throwing it away.
Intentional grounding on the offense. Number 18.
Quarterback did not use good judgment on that play.
As long as he's outside the box and he can get the ball past the line of scrimmage, he can throw the ball away without a penalty.
Leckler lines up for the free kick. From the 27. The offense takes over after they were unable to get any points on their last drive.
The Browns
First and 10.
will start the drive at the 38-yard line. First and 10.
Hey, let's go.
Westbrook, the lone back. Gives the ball off. Brackett is there on the stop at the 36-yard line. The interior lineman, John, got off the ball very well on that play.
Yeah, and the key to stopping that kind of run is exactly that. Whoever fires off the line faster and gets better leverage is going to win those battles at the line.
The Raiders come out in a 4-3. Looking to run it here. Hartwell comes up to make the play at the 37-yard line.
I know they didn't get much, but it's all about making the defense respect the fact that you're willing to run.
Ball on their own 37.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Watching the knee.
The Browns line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Throws it. John, they drop everyone back in coverage. Just couldn't get it to the open man.
You also got to give a lot of credit to the guys up front. They were outnumbered on the line, and they still put on a good pass rush, forcing him to throw before he wanted to.
Graham comes into the game for the punt. Welker is back to receive this kick. Fair catch called for.
Fair catch made at the 19-yard line. Oakland will start the drive at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10.
Only one man in the backfield. Evans, the motion man. Hands it off. Runs through the tackle. Burgess is there on the stop at the 29-yard line. Tomlinson running hard, going right through the arm tackles.
Second and inches. Ball on the 29-yard line.
All on us, y'all. Hey, watch the ball. Clear, clear. Danny. 72. That's big time. Turn it up, man. From the start.
With the throw, Greenwood is there for the tackle at the 34-yard line. They don't have to go deep to pick up first downs.
Yeah, and this quarterback makes his living with these kind of passes. He'll dink and dunk you all the way down to the end zone.
Ball on their own 34.
Under 10.
Pass play here on first down. He surveys the field, launches it deep to the left.
I think the quarterback just let that one get away.
Tomlinson was his intended target.
Second and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Watch the play. Brown, 35. You gotta have it, D. It's showtime, baby. 53. This side. Don't stop that motor.
With a counter play. Barrier is there on the stop at the 37-yard line.
They might not be busting off big games, but those linemen are really working hard down there.
Ball on their own 37.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Watch out.
Tomlinson, the deep man.
Let's go. Silver, 53.
Gets rid of it. Complete to the wide receiver. McGee pulls him down at the 46-yard line. God, he has such a quick release, and the ball is out before anybody knows what's happened.
And that makes it hard for him to be sacked, and it gives the defenders less time to react.
1st and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Stay soft, man. Watch your eyes. Here we come. 172. 128. Blue down. Hey. Not today. Get it forward.
Tosses it right. Hill breaks the play up in the backfield.
When you run a play to the outside, at least one offensive lineman is pulling, and a wide receiver has to block down. On that one, neither one did their job very well.
Second and long coming up here.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
There we go. Brown.
Manning with a man in motion.
Brown. 35. From the start. We're coming around. Hey, watch that screen.
Dropping back. Pressure coming. Throws it. Drops the interception. And a flag on the play. This one, I think, is on the defense.
Pass interference on the defense. Number 51.
Barry.
First
Got
down.
there a little too early.
Yeah, those guys were having a battle all the way down the field.
1st and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line.
You gotta have it, D. Get my cutback, Sam.
Hand it off. They're going to spot this one at the 45-yard line. He records his third tackle of the game. So after that run, we can see how the two main threats on the ground have fared so far. And this is the 8th play of this drive.
On the 45-yard line.
Bring it up, bring it up.
Handoff to the tailback. Fakes the handoff. With the throw, Williams is there for the tackle. So they're able to pick up another first down.
This offense is clicking. They're making the right calls at the right time.
And this is the 9th play of this
Ball
drive.
on the 22-yard line.
7 defensive backs in on this one. Going to the air on first down. Closing in. Gets the pass off. This one will be spotted at the 5-yard line. So they get 2 first downs on their last 2 plays.
And they're getting it done by seeing the whole field and taking what the defense gives them.
It's first and goal at the 5.
5-yard line.
Brown, 32. Brown, 28. Great shoot. Come on.
Handoff to the tailback. Touchdown, Oakland.
And here's a case where you let your big guards and tackles and center do all the dirty work, and you just follow them in and get the touchdown.
Akers comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good. LaDainian Tomlinson was the key man on that drive, getting a lot of big yardage.
He's a very tough runner to bring down, and when he gets those legs pumping and gets that kind of blocking, it signals a long drive for the defense.
Leckler looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off.
Back to return.
This one is handled by McGee. They forced a 3-and-out on the last series.
The Browns will start the drive at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Watch in. Hey, watch the screen. You can't stop me. Solo, solo. Let's go, defense.
To carry it, number 51 comes up to make the play. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point.
Second and 6. Ball on the 24-yard line.
There we go. Turn it up now.
The Raiders with a 4-man front. With a counterplay. Shepard is there on the stop at the 24.
These plays can end up with lost yards if the defense gets through or around their blocking quickly enough.
At the end of the first quarter, the score is Oakland 7, Cleveland 2.
And we're ready to start the second quarter. Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Keep the throttle down. Here we go, baby.
They give it to the halfback. Nice play fake. Under pressure, gets the pass off. This one falls incomplete.
It was almost like the defenders were in the huddle on that series. They hit a roadblock with everything they tried.
So 3-and-out, and they'll line up to punt. And he waves for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 32-yard line. The
First and
Raiders
10.
will start the drive at the 32-yard line. First and 10.
Blue jam, blue jam. Let's go.
Only one man back. Miller goes in motion.
Get some slot going. Clear, clear. Here we go.
With the counterplay. McGee is there on the stop.
With the carry.
You can't have a good running attack without blocking. The blocking alone won't get you what you need. You got to have a back who can find the holes when they're there.
Dropping back. Looking for something long. Ooh, nearly picked off.
What the defense is doing is they're watching the quarterback's eyes or cluing. They're in position so that whatever happens, the ball is in front of them. And that time, it almost got him an interception.
Third and 2. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Defense, get ready. What's the hard count? 153. One, 53. Let's go now. Watch the play.
Hand it off to the back. Spring is there for the tackle at the 46.
LaDainian Tomlinson is one of those backs that'll do it all. If I had to pick one back in the NFL, I don't know, but I might just pick LaDainian Tomlinson.
First and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Tomlinson, the lone back, with a counterplay. Seward is there on the stop at the 45-yard line.
What they're doing here is keeping the defense from huddling up. And it keeps the same defense on the field.
The blitz is on. Pressure, throwing. Nearly intercepted. Evans was the intended receiver on that play. McGee was there on the coverage.
Third and 1. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Here we go, baby. So we gonna take it. Keep moving. Silver. Here we go, baby. Let's go, huh? From the start, from the start. Hey, watch the ball. Big play, baby.
With the pass, and he makes the grab. That short little dump off is enough to move the chains.
Is this coach showing confidence in his quarterback or what? Rather than smashing it out on the ground, they let the quarterback decide where the ball should go. That was a nice play.
First and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Hey, watch that screen. 172. Come on. They soft, man. Great. 28. Let's go, let's go. Let us be tough. Here we go. Play hard and fast, baby.
Gets the call. Barrier is there for the tackle at the 40. Jackson rumbles forward for a gain of 4. Eighth play of this drive.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Tomlinson, the lone setback. Manning sends a man in motion.
53. Check it.
Pressure coming with the throw. He was tipped.
He can catch just about anything that the quarterback throws in his direction. He couldn't find a way to quiet that one down and bring it in for a catch.
And this is the 9th play of this drive.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Only one man back.
Silver. 72. Come on. Hey. Keep it up. One of us gonna make the
Drops
play.
back.
So we gonna take it.
Throwing. Almost intercepted. Boy, none of the defenders can hang on to it. That's the third dropped interception on this drive.
Yeah, they're all over the field, but they can't come up with the catches.
Leckler is ready to punt this one away. McGee sets up, waiting for the punt. And so the punt goes out of bounds.
First and 10. Ball on the 8-yard line.
The Raiders with a 4-man front. With the pass. Wilson is there on the stop at the 32-yard line.
That ball was thrown so hard the defense never had a chance to make a play. In fact, I doubt they even saw it after it left his hand.
Ball on their own 32.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Closing in, looking for the long completion down the left side. Incomplete pass.
If you're going to miss, it's better to miss long. You put it up there where your receiver is going to go get it. Now, if you miss, it'll generally end up in incompletion. And that's a heck of a lot better than missing short, giving the defense a shot at the interception.
Hankton was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
Blue down, blue down. Here we go.
The Raiders come out in a 4-3.
Play football. Left. Watch your eyes.
Under pressure, hit and sack.
They got to find a way to give him a little more time back there. The defense was in man coverage, so he had some options out there in the secondary. He just didn't have the time to decide where he wanted to go with it.
Third and 15. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Let's go. Watch the draw field.
Reese will work out of the shotgun. Steps up into the pocket. They'll take another sack.
I'm not sure why he held the ball so long. You've got to get rid of it. Throw it away, especially after you've just been sacked in the previous play.
So as we get set for the punt, let's take a look at our returners' stats. Graham will come in now to punt it away. Welker into return. He signals for a fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 35-yard line.
So they have first and 10 here.
At the 35-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Tomlinson is the deep back. Gonzalez, the man in
They
motion.
don't get nothing. Hey, let's go one deep.
Handed off to the back. Young is there on the stop at the 40.
It's important to pound the defense with a run. Sooner or later, they're going to bend.
Ball on their own 40.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Shoot.
They're going with a form of bunch formation here.
Brown. 35. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Check it.
Drops back. Pressure with the throw. And he makes the grab. John, he's proven he's a consistent target.
Yeah, especially in situations where they're looking to get first down yardage.
Ball on their own 48.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Here I go. Brown. Home 72. Watch the slap down. Red. 53. Get it up. Hey, watch that screen. Hey. Keep moving. You gotta have it.
Going to the left. Running with a lot of room in front. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. And he's in for the score.
When you talk about a dangerous back, this is what you have to be able to do. Not only get out there and outrun the defense, but have the power to bounce off a tackle and keep going.
The point after is good.
Scoring a touchdown not only puts points on the board, it sends a message to the other team that if you execute properly, they won't be able to stop you. And they say 90% of the game is half mental.
Leckler is back and ready to put this one in the air. Nice kick. Plenty of distance. This one is taken by McGee. Following a punt on their last drive, the offense now makes its way back out onto the field.
The Browns will start the drive at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
One of us will make a play.
Greasy out of the gun. Pass play here on 1st down. Gets rid of it. He finds his man. Hartwell comes up to make the play at the 31-yard line. Great throw to beat the zone.
I'll tell you, the defense has to do a better job of coming up and clamping down on the receiver whenever he enters their zone.
1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line.
Let's go. Beat this. There we go, baby. Rock and roll.
The Raiders with a 4-man front. Fullback handoff.
One thing these guys don't want to do is give up in a running game, because if they do that, they become one-dimensional, and that plays right into the defense's hands.
2nd and 7. Ball on the 34-yard line.
There we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Only one man back. Looking for room. They'll go with a play fake. On the sideline and out of bounds.
They like to throw it to the sidelines in situations like that. His throw was just a little off.
Hankton was his intended target.
3rd and 7. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Nothing. They don't get nothing.
Greasy goes to work with an empty backfield.
Down the right.
Fires this one deep. Caught out of bounds.
You know, as a receiver, you have to be aware of so many things. Where the 1st down marker is, where the defenders are, and where the sideline is as you stretch out to make that catch.
Galloway was the intended receiver on that play. Graham comes into the game for the punt. Welker sets up to run back the punt. And he signals for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 22-yard line. They'll
1st and 10.
At the 22-yard line. 1st and 10.
On the 10. One back.
Only one man back. Manning sends a man in motion. Gets pulled down from behind. What a tremendous individual effort by the defensive lineman.
And that's the kind of defensive player you can build a team around. Having a guy like that up front allows you to drop 7 or 8 guys back in coverage and still get a pass rush.
2nd and 15.
Ball on their own 17.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
We turning it up.
Cleveland comes out in their nickel package.
Back it up, baby. Watch your man. Here we go. They ain't got nothing. Let's go. Let's go. Watch out. I'm coming through, baby. Watch him coming back.
Pressure coming. Plenty of time. McFarland picks up the sack.
Looks like there was a missed assignment somewhere. The play looked like it was developing perfectly. And boom, the pass rusher got there and dragged him down.
He brings him down for the 2nd time in the game. It's now 3rd and long after the sack.
16-yard line.
Let's ride, man. What you got from me? Let's.
Dropping back. Throws it. And it's caught. Young is there for the tackle at the 15. Great defensive effort to keep them from getting close to the sticks.
Well, there aren't too many plays in the playbook for 3rd and a mile. You got to try something other than a short route.
Nothing happening for the offense. They're forced into a 3-and-out. From the 44.
If they want to make this a game, they have to buckle down, avoid mistakes, and work hard to dig themselves out of this hole. If they don't want to go into the half down by this much, they're going to need some good throws and good clock management here.
Ball right around midfield.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
So we gonna take it.
Gusper, the lone back, closing in, gets the pass off, swings it out to his running back. The 30. Harper comes up to make the play.
I like to hurry up here. It's a change of pace, and it's a way to get the defense uncomfortable.
With the throw. Reed is there for the tackle at the 4-yard line. They're going to keep it moving here. They're heading straight to the line. Goes to the end zone. He couldn't get his feet down in the end zone.
And that's just a case of him not knowing where he was. He has to be able to drag his toes there and come up with a score.
So as the referee looks at a few angles, we'll do the same. And now it all depends on what we can see, because the referee is going to see the same thing. I think it's a catch.
That's a tough call. Depends on what angle you're looking at it from. I guess it'll be a judgment call by the officials.
The pass was caught in the end zone. Touchdown.
So the referee agrees with the official upstairs, and this one has been overturned.
Well, it was put in to right a wrong. And right there, it was wrong. And now it's right.
They'll get set for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good. That touchdown brings them to within 5. Graham in to kick this one off.
Back deep to return.
This one is taken by Welker. Forced a 3 and out on the offense's last possession. First and 10.
Start the drive at the 19-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Only one man in the backfield. Manning with a man in motion. Hands it off to the back. Fouls ahead. Burgess comes up to make the play at the 21-yard line.
A big part of this guy's running style is to use the blockers to set up his cut. But they were nowhere to be found on that run.
It's second down and 7 to go.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
The Raiders call a timeout. They have 2 left. A little over a minute left.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Here we go, baby.
The Browns come out on a nickel package.
Nothing. They don't get nothing.
The blitz is on. With the pass, almost picked off. Wayne was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
Intended receiver on the play.
Hey, here's where the defense needs to take charge. Bust in there and get him for a sack.
And here's a look at each team's success on 3rd down so far. Manning will work out of the shotgun.
Watch this. Let's go, D. Let's go. Turn it up now.
They go with the draw. Greenwood created problems in the backfield on that. The ball carrier stops short. That'll probably lead to a punt. Very solid defensive effort to force the 3 and out. From the 44. Picked up pretty good yardage that time, and he stopped at the 40.
The Browns will start the drive at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
Keep moving.
The Raiders line up in a 4-3.
It's on.
Under pressure, throwing, and it's caught. And it's good for a first down. We'll probably see them in a hurry-up mode even though they're in field goal range. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Go back. You gotta believe it.
The Raiders come out in a nickel package.
From the start.
Dropping back the pass on a first down. Gets the pass off. They're going to spot this one at the 16. So that tackle was his third. And they go with a no-huddle.
Let's turn it up, D. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
They'll pass on a first down. With the pass, drops the interception.
They were in zone defense in perfect position to make the play, but they let it get away.
Second and 10. Ball on the 16-yard line.
Play football.
The Raiders come out in a nickel package.
Be careful. Don't stop that ball.
Gets rid of it, and it's caught. They'll spot this one at the 15-yard line. And that's now 3 tackles for him in this game. He's trying to get them back to the line. Throws it. Cleveland can't keep their drives going, John. They failed on 6 third downs.
Yeah, they're not calling their best plays on third down, and they're predictable, which makes it easier for the defense to make the stop.
Jeffrey will attempt this one from 32 yards away. Through the uprights and good.
And give credit to the kicker there. It's nice to have a guy that can make your drive worth 3, even if you don't get it into the end zone every time.
Graham is just about ready to kick this one away. This one is handled by Welker.
No one has really taken control so far in this one. It's still anyone's game.
Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Get me going. Check it.
They line up in the I formation. Manning with a man in motion. Handed off to the back. Green is there on the stop. LaDainian Tomlinson continues to run with authority, pounding it out. That's the end of the second quarter with the score. Oakland 14, Cleveland 12.
The Browns 12. We're ready to begin the third quarter of play.
Leckler comes in to kick off.
Start the second half. Westbrook back deep to return.
This one is fielded by McGee.
The momentum has been going back and forth so far. This one looks like it's going to be a close game right till the end.
The
Ball on their own
Browns will
20.
Start the drive at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
The Browns line up in the bunch formation. With the carry, Ed Reed has been around the ball all day and records his 4th tackle. Great run there. That'll be a first down.
He really ran well there. He gets some great blocks, and he has patience as he picks up the first down.
First
Ball
and
on their
10.
own 30.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
They'll go from the I formation. Crosses it left. Sharp stiffle. This one will be spotted at the 32-yard line. It's 3 tackles so far for him today.
This team's always trying to get a good mix of run and pass plays.
Ball on their own 32.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
It's on. Turn it up now. All on us, y'all.
In this direction. Number 51 is there on the stop at the 31-yard line.
He has a fast first step. He can explode through the hole, and he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
Third and long.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
You need a rush. Right pass.
The Raiders come out in a dime package. They reached him just as he was throwing.
He decided to try and pass it, but he was taking so much heat that it just kind of wobbled out of there.
Graham is ready to punt this one away. Welker is the deep return man. Flags are down. This one appears to be on the offense.
Holding on the receiving team, number 55.
Penalties and takeaways can really kill a team. Usually the team with the fewest mistakes out there will win the game.
First and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line.
128. Play hard and fast, baby.
With the counter play. Williams is there on the stop at the 37.
The defense just seems to be out of position every time they give them the ball.
On the play.
Ball on their own 37.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Are we? Brown, 35. Knock him out. Brown, we're talking about 32. Yeah, you see me. Let's ride, man. Get it up. There we go, D. Hey, no thing. Here we go. Watch the play.
Gets the call. Young is there for the tackle at the 42. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition.
Stay at home. Let's go. Defense, get ready.
Gonzalez goes in motion.
Nothing. They don't get nothing. Here we go. Be careful. Watch it.
With a counter play. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown.
This back loves to hit the defenders when they come close in for the tackle. He sees the hit coming, lowers his shoulder, and then boom, the defender's left lying there in his back.
Akers comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good.
Give some credit to that big offensive line. Those guys are working hard out there, and it's showing on drives like that.
Leckler in to kick this one off.
McGee back to return.
This one is taken by McGee. The defense did a very good job against them the last time they had possession, forcing a punt.
The Browns will start the drive at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Raiders line up in a 4-3. Gets the toss to the right. Johnson is there on the stop. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running threat has been today. Second and long.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
The Raiders come out in a 4-3. With a counter play. Brackett comes up to make the play.
The best backs in the league average 4 to 5 yards a carry. But there are a lot of things that go into a successful running game. You got to have good play calling, good blocking up front, and a back that can take advantage when he sees the opening.
It's 3rd down and 5 to go.
25-yard line.
This team has to start converting on 3rd down if they're going to be successful.
Looking for room. They're going to spot this one at the 30-yard line. He wraps up the ball carrier, and his tackle total is now 4. About a 5-yard pickup for the 1st down.
The defense was taken out of their game plan on that play. No one was able to get away from their block until it was too late.
On the 30-yard line.
Let's go, be physical. All on us, y'all.
The Raiders come out in a nickel pack. Derek Johnson looks fresh out there. He's been in on 5 tackles. Right busted through for a few tough yards. Second and 4 coming up here.
On the 36-yard line.
From the start.
The Raiders with a 4-man front. Reese sends a man in motion. To carry it, fakes the handoff. Throwing. Ed Reed pulls him down at the 37. Wright was down there for a minimal gain. So as they get set to try to convert, here's what both teams have done on 3rd down. The defense lines up in the nickel. Has time with the throw. And this pass is completed. The 40, the 30. Wilson is there for the tackle at the 28-yard line.
Sometimes Brian Westbrook is even more effective as a receiver.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Let's screen. Play hard and fast, baby.
Looking to run it here. Hartwell is there on the stop at the 27-yard line. Nothing doing that time, John, as the linebacker gets there quickly.
He's one of those guys who's a sure tackler. He'll move up and play physically at the line, come on a blitz, and play the run just about as well as anyone on the defense.
27-yard line.
Stay both left.
Westbrook, the lone setback. Reese with a man in motion.
It's showtime, baby. Hey, watch that screen. You like the practice.
He hands it off. Hartwell is there for the tackle at the 27. No place to run on that one.
And the thing is, when you don't get underneath the defensive line, you're not going to have the leverage that's needed to knock them off the ball. And that time, the defense had all the leverage.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
They'll bring the blitz. Throws it. Brackett comes up to make the play at the 3. These guys have been very tough to stop on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, when you're this successful on 3rd down, you begin to have such confidence in your offense that you actually begin to even get better.
3 yards will get them 6 points. The last time they were inside the 20, they came away with 3 points. Keeps it. It's second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Get some slack going. Hey, watch the screens. Don't stop. Don't stop that motor. Play football. Keep moving.
Rolling right with the throw. Swings it out to his running back. Wilson drags the ball carrier down behind the line. The throw on second and goal and can't get it in. They need 7 yards for a touchdown.
7-yard line.
The Raiders come out in a nickel pack. Grant is there for the tackle at the 4. Can't get to the marker on third down, so let's see if the place kicker comes in now. Jeffrey will attempt this field goal from about 22 yards away.
The field goal attempt
Makes his second field goal of the game.
They're not going to complain after a scoring drive. They have to look at the positive side. They wore down the defense, moved the ball down the field, and most importantly, put points on the board.
Graham looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off.
back deep to return.
Booming kick downfield. That one is out of the end zone.
The
Couldn't
kickoff
stop
goes
them
to
from getting into the end
for a
zone the last
touchdown.
time out. Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Turn it up now.
Tomlinson, the lone back.
Not today. Everything you got. So we gonna take it. There we go.
With the pass, incomplete pass. Gonzalez was his intended target. Greenwood with the coverage.
Second and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
They soft, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Tomlinson lines up behind his fullback in the eye.
Bring it up, bring it up. Let's go. I'm coming through, baby. Defense, get ready. Let's go now. All day, baby. Come on. Let's go.
Gets rid of it. Complete to the wide receiver. McGee comes up to make the play at the 28-yard line. They'll go no huddle here.
Get it up. Keep the throttle down. No more, fellas.
With the pass play on third and short. Pressure. Throws it. And he'll take it out of bounds at the 40. He's trying to hurry them back to the
They
line.
ain't got nothing. One back. Good shoot.
The blitz is on. Gets the pass off. Incomplete. He read the single coverage and went for it all on first down.
Second and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Get some slack going.
The Browns come out in a nickel package.
Nothing. Silver. They don't get nothing. All right, here we go. Regular.
To carry it. Play action. Gets rid of it. Stopped cold by Williams.
Before each play, Peyton Manning gets 3 plays from the offensive coordinator. He gets 2 runs, a right and a left, and a pass. Then he looks at the defense, and he decides which of those 3 he's going to run.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Don't stop that motor.
Split backs this time.
Brown. 82. Come on. Let's go. All on us, y'all. We coming to wreck. Here I come. Let's go.
Cross play to the left. Slips the tackle. This one will be spotted at the 27-yard line. He got in there and made the tackle. He's 4th of the game. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Silver. over. 72.
Let us dictate.
135.
Here we go, baby. Rock and roll.
What's the hard count?
Need a hammer, nothing else.
Let's go. Roy Sin.
Dropping back. Gets rid of it. Gets his hand on it.
Pretty good play call on that one. Everything happened just as it's drawn up. Just couldn't hang on to it.
And it looks like they're going to go no huddle. Put this one in the air, trying to convert. To the end zone. Broken up.
This is just a beautiful play to force the incompletion. I mean, he gets up high, and he turns what could be a touchdown into a heck of a defensive play.
Leonard gets it through. They take a 9-point lead on that field goal. Lechler comes in to kick off.
McGee back deep to
He got hold of that one. This one is fielded by McGee. So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Raiders ahead of the Browns, 24-15. The Browns have possession of the ball to begin this final quarter, but they're down by more than a touchdown. First and 10.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Turn it up, man.
The Raiders come out in a 4-3.
Hey, watch the screen.
Handed off to the back. Johnson is there for the tackle at the 20. Westbrook takes it up the middle for a yard or two. Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Watch your man.
Only one man in the backfield. Pressure coming. Throwing. Incomplete. That short pass is incomplete. It'll be third down now.
Receiver on the play. Third and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
On the 10. Hey, let's go.
The offense has had trouble moving the sticks on third down so far. Look left, hits his wide receiver with a short pass.
Now, I don't know why you call a play that doesn't take your receiver past that first down marker.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. He's waving for the fair catch.
On the receiving team, number 96.
Penalties and takeaways are just as big a factor in some games as effective offense. The team that stays mistake-free usually wins the game.
First and 10.
Come on. Keep the throttle down.
Going to the right. Sean Williams brought him down. That's his fifth tackle of the game.
The defense came up and stopped him right in his tracks. That's just the kind of thing that the defensive coordinator loves to see.
Ball on their own 22.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
You like to cut the rules? There we go.
A little misdirection. Williams comes up to make the play at the 28-yard line.
He's dominated out there in this one. He told me this week at practice that he was going to have a big game, and he's really shown us that big playability.
It's third down and 6 to go.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
They're coming through, baby. Play hard and fast, baby.
They'll go from the I formation.
Let's go. Silver, 28. Watch your eyes. Hey, watch that screen.
On the carry.
Here we go, man.
They'll go with a play fake. Throws it. And this pass is completed. McGee is there on the stop at the 40. A lot of pressure on the quarterback, but he still got away a good pass.
Yeah, and here's one thing. He's one of the smartest guys in football at the quarterback position. He's always watching film and studying defenses, and you see all that hard work paying off on plays like that.
Check it. Let's run, man.
The backs are lined up in an I. Fakes the handoff. Looking long down the right side of the field. It's caught. Springs is there for the tackle. They get another first down here.
Well, they're not doing anything fancy, but good old-fashioned drop back and pass, and it's working.
Down inside the 15.
Ball on the 14-yard line.
You gotta have it, D. Let's go, D. Let's go. 172. Silver, 28. Watch the play. Yeah, it's on. We're talking about me.
Hand it off to the back. Bryant Young was in on the play again for another tick on the stat sheet. Jackson battles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard pickup. They need 11 yards to get it into the end zone.
From the start. Watch your man.
The backs are lined up in an I.
53. You can't stop me. All on us, y'all. They ain't got nothing. Here we come. All right, let's go. Come on.
With a counterplay. They're going to spot this one at the 10. The tackle is his 5th of the game. 1-yard gain on that play. They need 10 for a score.
Ball on the 10-yard line.
Don't stop.
These third downs haven't been much of an obstacle, and it's helped them to take the lead. Tomlinson, the man in motion.
Play football. Get it.
Gets the pass off. A little behind, but he has it. McCutcheon comes up to make the play.
This is good communication between the quarterback and his receiver to keep the chains moving. They know where the first down marker is, and they recognize the type of coverage the defense is playing. The ball is there, and so is the catch.
Hey, watch the ball. Deuce it. We like the Packers rules. Red, 35. Watch the play. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, B. Let's go. No more, fella.
Little misdirection. Pushes off. Burgess is there on the stop. At the 4.
That was a lack of execution from the offense. When the plan is to take it to the outside around the corner, you need to pick up some key blocks.
4 more yards to finish off the drive with a touchdown.
Let's go now.
Brown, 72. Defense, get ready. 53. You can't stop me. Let's go, boys. Let's run, man.
Need a hammer, not a nail.
All on us, y'all. Check it. 3-2.
Trying to get to the pylon.
Army, run.
Touchdown, Raiders. LaDainian Tomlinson runs it into the end zone, bringing his touchdown total up to 4. And if they can get the 2 here, they'll make it a 3-possession game.
Hey, watch the screen. Stay both now. Let's go. 3. Here we go. All right, 35. We like the Packers rules. Come on. Go, D. Get it. You can't stop me. Defense, get ready.
Hand it off to the back. And it turns out to be a great decision as they convert for the 2. Shane Leckler in to kick this one off. Good distance. This one is handled by McGee. The Browns face an uphill battle as they begin this drive at the 20-yard line. Ball on their own 20.
Start the drive at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Get some slack going.
Hey, let's go.
They go with a draw. Reed is there on the stop at the 24. Play calling is very surprising considering the size of the deficit.
Yeah, this is a time to put the ball in the air and force the defense to defend the long pass.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Lucky. Here we come.
The Browns line up in a 5-receiver set this time. And this pass is completed. Ball loose. The Raiders grab the live ball. Big turnover in the 4th quarter. They stay on the ground instead of putting it up, and it backfires. And after conversing with his coaches upstairs, he decides to challenge this one.
I think that's the right thing to do.
The coach is hoping to get it right here because that could be a big lift to the team.
What the official will be looking for here is to see if the knee is down. It's tough to say with that replay. This one won't be easy.
The player was down before the fumble occurred.
So he takes advantage of the option to challenge the play, and it pays off.
If you don't use them, they go to waste.
1st and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line.
It's on. Nothing. They don't get nothing.
The backs are lined up in an eye. Lewis, the man in motion.
So we gonna take it.
They'll bring the blitz. Going for the deep man. This one falls incomplete.
He just flicked his wrist and the ball just took off. Just need to take a little bit off of that one, and it could have gone for a big play.
Galloway was the intended receiver on that play.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Knock him out.
Only one man back.
They both left.
Drops back. Gets rid of it. Complete to the wide receiver. Ingram makes the catch but doesn't get very far.
And that's what the mark of a solid defense is. They close in on you in a hurry, and they don't miss tackles.
It's 3rd down and 6 to go.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
You gotta have it, D.
I think this defense looks forward to these 3rd down situations because they've been stopping them today.
He didn't want to risk an interception and decides to throw it away. 4th and 6.
Stay at home.
Keep the throttle down.
One more, fella.
There's no hesitation here. They're going to go for it.
Let's do our thing.
Dropping back. Stepping up. Throwing. Incomplete. Down by this much here in the 4th. They had no choice but to go for it.
Well, they're at the point of the game where they have to try something. Heck, next time maybe you try something else, but you can understand why they want to go for it here.
1st and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line.
The Browns come out in a nickel package.
Yeah, it's on. Let's go now.
With a counterplay. Springs is there on the stop with the carry.
They've done a good job moving the ball in the ground, and you can give most of the credit to that big offensive line. They've controlled the line of scrimmage from the very start.
It's second down and 4 to go.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
That's the run. Brown, 72. They ain't got nothing. Silver, 72.
Hand it off. He's brought down behind the line for a short loss. The defensive tackle stops him at the line of scrimmage. 2-minute warning coming up.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Play hard and fast, baby. Let's go.
They've done very well on third down to this point. On third down, they have to get it to the 29-yard line for a first down.
Let's go.
Watch out.
Let's go.
Nice job so far on third down for the offense, and we'll see if that continues here.
Here we come. On the 10. Keep it up.
With a counter play. The 20. And they finally make the tackle at the 9. Credit the line for creating a big game. Great block.
Good blocking and good running. The line did their part to give him some room to run. But he did most of his damage after he broke free. Let me tell you, this defense is going to have to adjust their pursuit angle. They just couldn't get anybody to the ball.
Let's go, boys. Brown, 35. We like to crack the rules. Turn it up now. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
A little misdirection. Greenwood comes up to make the play. Tomlinson takes the handoff on the counter, picking up 5. Just 4 yards from the goal line
Ball
now.
on the 4-yard line.
Watch the play. Danny. Everything you got. Watch screen. Get it up.
Keep the throttle down.
Deuce it. Watch left.
Handoff to the tailback. Touchdown, Raiders. John, he clearly should have been taken down behind the line of scrimmage, but they missed, and he ends up in the end zone.
That could have been a big defensive play, but instead it was another example of a missed opportunity.
Akers comes in for the extra point. The point answer is good. The Raiders have it all working now as they continue to expand their lead. Shane Leckler is just about ready to kick this one away. And he got all of that one, a great kick. The kick sails out of the end zone.
It sure doesn't look like they're going to be able to come back in this one, but it's an issue of pride. They want to prove that they're better than they've played so far.
Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
The Raiders come out in a nickel package. Dropping back to pass on first down. Launches this one to the right. What a catch. It's on the ground. The Raiders scoop up the fumble. The ball bounces their way, and they can now hand it back to their offense here in the fourth quarter. Ball on their own 25.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
I thought he was down, and then the ball popped loose, but it's difficult to tell from this angle.
And mostly the official is seeing what we're seeing. So it's inconclusive. The call will stand since he needs to be 100% sure to overturn a call.
No fumble occurred.
The guys upstairs made the right call as the referee overturned the call and got it right.
Yep, and it's important to get the calls right in these last 2 minutes.
Yes, right, man. Base. We're talking about William. Yeah, it's on. Watch
Lewis,
your eyes.
the motion man.
Here we go, baby.
Throwing. It's broken up. No choice here, John. They just have to keep throwing.
Yeah, they do. Running the ball isn't going to do a whole lot of good now.
They have to move him down quickly here on second down.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Nothing.
Greasy from the shotgun. Ingram comes in motion. With the pass, he can't bring it down inbounds. Time is working against them.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're going to keep going to the air, but it might be a little too late.
Third and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Keep moving.
They'll go from the I formation. Galloway, the motion man. Gets the pass off. Ooh, nearly picked off.
Sometimes in zone coverage, a quarterback will throw to a spot where his receiver is supposed to be. That time, the only one there was a defender who couldn't make the catch.
Not here. Not now. Here we go. Keep your head up, big boy.
Not a lot of options here. They have to take a shot and go for it. The rush is on with the throw. And when you're down by this much, you're forced to go for it, but they came up short.
In this type of situation, the team needs to try anything they can to get into the end zone. This time, they fell short.
They'll take over at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the counter. One of us is over. 72. Hey, watch the ball.
With a counter play. Greenwood is there on the stop at the 28. Tomlinson had very little help up front, maybe a yard or two on the play. Ball on their own 28.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Hold the look. Danny. Here we come. Hey. Keep it up.
That'll wrap this one up, and the final score is Oakland 39, Cleveland 15.
Cleveland 15.
This game is presented by the authority of the National Football League and EA Sports. Any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the descriptions and accounts of this game without the expressed written permission of EA Sports is prohibited. This is Al Michaels. Good night.